Okay, so let's start na lang. Okay, while waiting for the others. So, good afternoon, class. Hey, hello,
Good
are you
afternoon,
there?
sir.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good
So,
afternoon.
okay, so let's have a review first with our previous lesson last year, and then before we proceed to our new lesson for today, for this week rather. Okay, so our lesson last year is all about introduction to ICT or information communication and technology. Okay, so just remember, okay, what is ICT is? ICT is being defined, okay, for the purpose of this primer as a diverse set of technological tools and resources. Okay, so different sets of technological tools and different, okay, resources that can be used, okay, to support these technological tools. And what is the purpose of those tools? It is used to communicate, to create, disseminate, store, and manage information. Okay, that's the reason why a definition sa ICT is information communication technology. This technology includes computers, the internet, broadcasting technologies like the radio and television, and telephony. Okay, mga telephone lines. Okay, so those are telephony. Okay, so next one is, okay, ICT is also dealing with the use of different communication technologies such as, okay, type of mobile phones, telephone, internet, etc. And the purpose is to locate, save, send, and edit information. Okay, so remember, okay, we're using communication technologies, and the purpose is, okay, to manipulate information. Okay, ikaw rin bala kung saan mo na information. Either you want to search for something, you want to save some information, send some content via messages, or edit some content via any other apps. Okay, so that is ICTs. Okay, so these are the trends, the top 10 trends for 2017. I haven't just say updated this yet for 2020. Okay, so when is sila tanan? And then, okay, we already discussed about Philippines being the ICT hub of Asia. Okay, because of the huge growth of ICT related jobs around the country. Okay, and of course, example is BPO or the business process outsourcing centers. So these BPOs are just say sa atong term is the call centers. Okay? So mga call centers, ang formal term gud is BPO. Business Process Outsourcing. Okay? So purpose ani is na mo tawagan kag client and then you solve the problem of that certain client. Okay? So you're going to process, okay, the problem of your clients. Okay? These clients can be found anywhere around the world. Okay? So muna ang purpose of BPOs. Okay. So this is the Philippine internet speed. Okay. So average connect peak. So meaning kinapaspasan is 32. Okay. And connection lang is, okay, nako na ganin 4.3. However, sa atong lugar usually mas gamay pa nag 1 Mbps. Okay, usahay gani mag-loading jud. Okay, however, the global average speed is 6.1. Okay, paspas na ng 6.1. And then the peak speed is 36 Mbps. Okay, paspas na ng 36 Mbps. Okay, so if you want to watch a certain movie na 1 gig, so it will take you, just say, 30 minutes to download that movie. Okay, dali around 30 minutes, 1 gig na movie. Okay, using this peak speed. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the global ranking for the Philippines in terms of e-government development index. Kasabot ani is it is related to any electronic, okay, related na technologies, okay, e-government development. So meaning sa mga technology related na mga jobs, so na-increase, so sabot aning R up na yung mga increase, okay, sa ato ang development index. okay, for the online service, telecommunication infrastructure. However, the human capital is decreasing. Okay, human capital meaning ang manpower kay nakagamay. Okay, I don't know why. So let's proceed to, okay, the users of the Philippines via January 2016. There's a growth of 25%. Okay, so meaning there's an additional of 12 million users. Okay, however, today it is, okay, mas taas na kayo. Okay, ang social media users sa Philippines, especially sa 2020. Okay, because of the pandemic, nagkadaga ng social media users. Okay, 38% of total web traffic in the Philippines are served to mobile phones. Of course, okay, as one of the ICT hubs in Asia, I think almost all the 100 million, okay, Filipinos, okay, around mga pila ka percent, 80% of them are using mobile phones. Okay, so sayra kang di ka kakitaog, walay cellphone na Pilipino. Okay, naiba na nagtagduha, nagtagtulo. Okay, so those web traffics are caused by these mobile phones, 38% sa atong web traffic. Remember, okay, the reason why nga nung mag-loading sige ato ang pag-search ba or paglantaw, pag-browse na to sa mga different sites or just say surf sa mga different social media, okay, is because, okay, a lot of, okay, users are entering the same sites or the same social media, and it will cause a traffic. Mararag, okay, if dagan kayong mga sakyanan sa dalan, so mag-traffic ko na. Okay? So 38% are contributed to mobile phones sa atong web traffic. Okay? And usually, na ibang, okay, web traffic na ma-overload and then ma-bug down ang server for a while. Okay? And then usa pa siyang balik. Okay? So there's a time na mawala kalit ang server sa FB Dris Philippines. Okay, and then napugana ito sa December na nawala ang YouTube kalit. Okay? So it is because, okay, tungod sa server down, okay, due to the web traffic. Okay? So Philippines is the fastest growing smartphone nation in Southeast Asia. Okay, obviously. Okay, kita tanan. Okay, kagamit na nag-smartphone. Okay, remember, smartphones are not just ordinary phones, mobile phones. Smartphones are those, okay, touchscreen and different applications can be downloaded from Google Play or you say, okay, an App Store ba? Okay, remember, iPhone is also a smartphone. So I think everyone, okay, every one of you, okay, is already using their own smartphones. Okay, use it to browse any social media, any sites, etc. Okay. Okay, as of 2017, we have 103 million populations, and 60 million of them are internet users. Wow, na. Okay. Sa Indonesia, okay, 262 million, okay, population, 132.7 million na users. Okay, so it is around half. Okay, however, ato 60%, kani 50% ra kapit. Okay, ato kay 60%. So mas dako atong percentage. Okay, compared to Indonesia. Okay, sa Malaysia, 30 million population, and then 22%, this is around 80% ni. So mas daga na users sa Malaysia in terms of population, okay, ratio. Okay, so kita gunin niyo na, okay, sa Singapore gud mismo halos sila tanan internet users. Makita gunin mo na dollar gud kayo. Okay, even though their population is small, dato ning Singapore. Okay, and then there are, okay, Singapore got the highest, okay, internet speed here in Southeast Asia. Okay, and then second ana kay Indonesia, dayon ang Thailand. Okay, kita iwit. Okay, hindi siya kay iwit, kinapa may Laos, and then ang Vietnam kay dol-dol ra ta sa ato ang Vietnam. Okay, ang internet speed sa Vietnam, Philippines dol-dol ra. Okay? Pero Indonesia, Thailand, and Singapore, pas-pas ganun lang internet speeds. Okay? So, na yung summary ganina. And then, Filipinos spend their time on the internet via mobile device at an average of 3.36 hours per day. Okay? However, during the pandemic, I think, okay, this average is increasing. Okay? So, wala pa na ako na research na say average during 2020. Okay? So, I'll be updating this one later. Okay? So, just remember this. Okay? Time Magazine declared Makati City, Philippines ranked #1 as the selfiest cities around the world, and ranked 9 is Cebu City. Remember, sir, selfiest cities are those cities that always, okay, uploading their selfie in any social media accounts. Okay, and #1, Judea and Makati. Okay, since there's a lot of business, okay, business companies within Makati City na po hotels, okay, and then meron pa kayong mga, you say, tourist attraction dito po. Okay? I've been there to Makati City once. Okay, and nakauod kayo mga buildings and nagan pong mga okay, place na pwede ma-selfiehan. Okay? So I think okay, isang asas lang mo ato mag-selfie ko ng mga okay, tao dito. Okay? That's the reason why Time Magazine actually declared it as ranked #1. Okay? And then of course Cebu City, nagan po kayong okay, just say buildings, business companies na pwede mag-selfie ang mga tao. Okay. So, let's now proceed to the WWW, or the World Wide Web. Okay. This WWW is an information space where documents and other web resources are identified by URL. Kasi pasabot ang URL. It is Uniform Resource Locators interlinked by hypertext links and can be accessed via the internet. Remember, makita niyo sa link sa any websites na HTTP, okay, ://. So HTTP is the hypertext, okay, and then ang URL niya magsugod og www.facebook.com. Okay. So URL starts with www, this World Wide Web. Okay, and then it is being linked with this hypertext. Okay, how to access this hypertext? It can be accessed only if you got an internet. Okay, so muna ang yung sa internet, okay, ang pag-search of different informations. Okay, and then of course, the inventor of WWW, okay, is Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, remember this name? Okay, Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. Okay, saludo ko aning tauwa because okay, it made it possible for us to research on different web browsers because of his invention na www. Okay, okay, different applications, etc. Okay. So let's just say online system functions and okay, platforms. Okay, so there are online platforms can be overwhelming due to the number of choices. Okay, so there are a lot of online platforms. Okay, ang pinakauna diya is of course the social media. Okay, examples of social media is of course Facebook, Instagram, okay, Twitter, YouTube. Okay, YouTube is also a social media because you can interact. Okay, and then search engines can also have that search engines like Google, Bing, okay, Yahoo, etc. Communication services like Skype, WhatsApp, okay, payment system, okay, there are a lot of payment system, okay, so you say internet banking, okay, you can also have that one. Advertising platform, okay, there are a lot of advertising platforms and usually it is embedded on different web pages. So if you want to just say i-open mo ka website and then may mga ads sa kilid. So those are examples of advertising platforms. And then creative content outlets. Okay? So these creative content outlets, okay, diri na mag-post ang mga different images, different videos, okay, or different, you say, content, okay, as long as it is creative. So, painting ba na siya, sculpture, etc. Okay, so you can also post them here sa mga creative content outlets. Okay, YouTube is also an example. Okay, TikTok pod, yes, creative content po na siya. And then there's a lot more creative content outlets out there. Okay, sa ato rin balikan. Okay, medyo layo pa dahil. Okay. So last year po, nag-discuss po tayo ng version sa WWW, World Wide Web. Okay? So muna yung, okay, you say the timeline, okay, for the web versions. Okay, during 1980s to 1990s, okay, it is still the PC era. Okay, PC era yun. Okay, di ka ka-search, dili ka buhat of any other. Okay, makadula ra ka noon, okay, during this PC era. Okay, you can store information, you can create content, okay, however, di siya ma-share dayon. Okay? And then, na-develop ng Web 1.0 around 1990 to 2000. In this year, okay, na-develop na po ang World Wide Web. So, this case, pwede na taka-connect og internet and pwede na po ka-search. However, Web 1.0 is a static web page. So meaning, wala pa social media at this point. Okay? Because social media are examples of Web 2.0. Okay? So around 2000s pa na nagsugod ang Web 2.0. And then, Web 3.0 is still on the process. So this timeline is still futuristic. However, 2020 na, wala pa dyan po yung Web 3.0. Okay? It is under developing pa. Okay, there are a lot of problems in Web 3.0s. Okay, so most of the web pages were static. Static also known as flat page or stationary page. Meaning, okay, it is not moving. You cannot edit the content. You cannot log in. Okay, you cannot comment, etc. Okay, mura ka gabasa ra. Then, ang PC mo ang libro. Okay, so that is Web 1.0 is all about. Or ang other name for Web 1.0 is static web pages. Okay, so this is the first stage in the World Wide Web, which was entirely made up of web pages connected by hyperlinks. Okay, so pura. So para mo ka-proceed ka sa other page, i-click ra nimo ng next link. So hyperlinks lang gamit sila sa una. Okay. However, right now, okay, we're using Web 2.0. Okay, emphasize user-generated content. So meaning, okay, the user of that, okay, a certain, okay, just say website can generate its own content. Okay, usability is of use even by non-experts. Okay, bisag yung lola mo gamit, kaya ra nila na gamiton. And interoperability. This means that a website can work well with other products, systems, and devices. So meaning, pwede siya sa PC, pwede siya mobile phone, etc. Okay, so who popularized Web 2.0? Okay, and the name of this guy is Tim O'Reilly. Okay, this Tim O'Reilly is the one who popularized Web 2.0. Okay, so he We created these collaborative consumption platforms and mashup applications. These mashup applications are what we are using right now. Just like tanang app na Facebook. Okay, sila ang nag-popularize ana. Even though na dili siya ang naghimo, siya ang nag-popularize. Facebook contains videos, image, text. Okay. So in one website, yan ang nang gi-mash up into one. Okay, and YouTube pod, say it contains videos. Okay, sa pailain content like videos, text, etc. Okay, yan ang gibutang as one. Okay, pero butang po music ana. Okay, into one application. Okay, video sharing sites like YouTube, hosted services, and the web applications. Okay, of course, because of Web 2.0, na-develop na po ang social networking sites and social media like this one. Okay? So, kung sa'yo pasabot ang Web 2.0, this is okay, another term for dynamic web page. Okay, it allows any users to interact with the page. Okay, and these web pages can be affected by users' input or preference. So for example, Facebook, okay, diba, remember, pag yung kung Facebook, wala pa na picture, wala pa na cover photo, wala pa na profile picture, okay, wala pa na sulod. So how do you affect okay, the web page? It is by inputting your preference, inputting, okay, just say, uploading your profile picture, uploading your cover photo, okay? So those are what you do, okay? And let's make okay, the Facebook a dynamic page. Okay. Aside from being a dynamic page, okay, it also controls okay, log in and log out of your okay, account. Okay, kaya akong gipa-assignment nyo last time, focus on it. Okay, this is the social hashtag. Okay, nagsugod ni okay, popular siya sa Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay, so ako nang gipa-assignment ninyo last time. And then the next one is rich user interface. Okay, remember content is dynamic and responsive to users' input. Okay, website that shows a local content. Okay, accounts can be modified. Okay, so meaning, okay, just like okay, my example a while ago, which is okay, at start Facebook doesn't have anything. So meaning you need to upload your own profile picture, okay, and then upload your own okay, you say cover photo and then post something and then comment on some post, okay, or just react to certain posts, okay? So that's the reason why the content is dynamic and responsive to users' input. Okay, so rich user interface na siya. And then user participation, okay, you are not the only one who is able to okay, affect the content of that, okay, that certain website or that certain social media. Okay, so meaning, na iban po makaplay sa iyang content based sa imong post. You say, in the form of comments, in the form of evaluation, in the form of reaction. Okay, so that is user participation. Long tail, this is the services offered on demand rather than on a one-time purchase. Okay, subscribing to a data plan. Okay, so you just say, dila a data plan. You say, subscribing to Netflix. Okay, Netflix plan. Okay, you remember Netflix? Okay, nagunes live plan yun para makagamit mo sa iyang okay, application. So, for example, okay, you want to subscribe a single device, it will cost you 149 pesos. Okay, and then if you want to have Netflix on your television, you can subscribe to a subscription that is worth 549 pesos. Okay, so that is long tail all about. Okay, subscription. Okay, remember, long tail is just subscription. Okay, say software as a service. Okay, users will subscribe to software only when needed rather than purchasing them. Okay, instead you are going to purchase something, you just want to use this sort of application online. Okay, na-type po na, this is Google Docs. Okay, for example, wala mo just say, wala mo Word sa inyong cellphone ba o sa inyong iPad. You can still edit. Okay, you can still create a content if you go to Google Docs online. Okay, as long as naroon kay internet, you can create your content sa Google Docs. And then you can save it, and then you can send it also using Google Docs. Okay, so there are a lot of online applications na gani mga, just say, pareho ingon web scanner. Okay, na mga web scanner, di ba? Web barcode scanner para sa tong attendance. So you can make use of that if wala mo cellphone version, Android version 9 to 10. Okay, so there's a lot of online applications na available for us to use. Okay, so nagay calculator, you can also make use of calculator. Just try for example, na mo i-add na 1,000 plus 500 plus 600 plus 700. Okay, you know, i-type sa Google, and then press enter, and it will give you right away the answer. Okay, so that is also part of software as a service. Okay, mass participation, meaning, okay, not only in a certain local area, okay, but you can also share anywhere around the world. Okay, there's a diverse information sharing. Okay, through universal web access. Sa Facebook, okay, bisa mo subscribe, mo follow mo certain, say, you say, influencer from the United States. Okay, so there's a diverse information sharing you have done. Okay, because taga-US man siya, lahi ang content, the way he created the content, okay, sa atong culture. Okay, so still, okay, because of this feature, everyone can participate no matter where you are, as long as you got the internet. Okay, so this Web 3.0, Manisha, we are creating this cloud server. Okay, any devices are connected to this cloud server. Okay, and that cloud server, okay, that is the Web 3.0 or the semantic web, a movement led by the World Wide Web Consortium. Okay, W3C. It is still being created right now, okay, under developing pa. And third generation of internet-based services. Okay, alaing tawag ano niya is intelligent web. Semantic web, data mining, AI. Okay, so it's still futuristic pa ni siya, itabo. Okay, sa future pa ni, okay, hopefully magawas na ni siya kay tsada guni siya na application. Tsada guni siya na web pages. Okay, so it is a much improved Web 2.0. Okay, provide framework that allows data to be shared and reused to deliver web content, specifically targeting the user. Okay, so let's just say the Facebook would. Okay, remember, okay, if you open the Facebook, and then sa Facebook application na ay groups, na ay watch, na ay marketplace, na ay notification, na ay home. Okay, so watch. Okay, mo recommend po ng Facebook depending on kung sa imong mga hilig based sa imong gipanglantaw. It will create an algorithm, okay, and then let's the Facebook recommend you something that is related to those, okay, videos, to those content that you have watched. Okay, even though you haven't followed them, okay, the Facebook will still recommend it to you. Okay, so that is still an infant stage of semantic web. Okay, infant stage pa na siya. Okay, lang nag-apply sa Facebook, sa YouTube, sa Twitter pod. Okay, remember sa Twitter pod, okay, maka-receive na lang mo notification na Twitter recommended to you this post. Okay, tingala lamang kang anong recommend animo. Okay, because of their algorithm. Okay, because okay, allows data to be shared based on you have browsed so far. Okay, it will be reused, and then it will deliver you web content specifically okay related to you. Okay, as long as okay you are interested in it. Okay, so that is okay. You say a glimpse of semantic web. Okay, meaning glimpse is just say para pa siya sinugdanan pa. Hindi pa mo siya kayo fully okay fully applied okay to all web browsers. Okay, so this is still the web map for the semantic enterprises. Okay, so there's a lot of reason why okay Web 3.0 is yet to be fully realized. It's because of these problems, compatibility. Okay, remember okay the web browsers like Google, Mozilla, okay, Safari, Opera Mini, okay, they cannot support Web 3.0. Okay. However, if application na siya, say application sa imong cellphone, it can still support it. However, the web browsers cannot. Okay, security, because it is always getting your preferences. Okay, if na leak, so meaning it will affect your safety. Okay, certain words are not precise. The words old and small would depend on the user. Okay, how old is old? How small is small? Okay, so those are vague words. Okay, and can only be dependent on the user. So now small, 3-inch, 5-inch, depending as a user. Okay. So the logic, of course, there's also a limitation in the logic used. Always remember, programming uses logic. Okay, and this logic are limited, especially in okay. However, there are okay advantages if we're going to use Web 3.0. More specific information will be available. More relevant search results. Working on the internet becomes easier because the internet is more personalized. Okay? So pag abri nyo Google, pag abri nyo daan sa google.com, okay, makita dahil ninyo. Okay, ang mga information you want to see. Okay, right away at that point. Okay, knowledge sharing is made easier, more difficult to fool people and to operate with a fake identity online. Okay, it is because personalized siya, so meaning okay, every user should okay follow the regulations na okay just say ipakuha nilang identity. Just like if you upgrade the GCash, it needs your ID. Okay, something like that. Okay, and then before we proceed, okay, let's restart the Zoom meeting. I think we only left with okay few seconds. Okay, let's restart the Zoom meeting and then come back right away.